Formula One final. This is actually a twin track sled race, but a lot of the names look the same as what we're going to see at the end of the day. Dave Wall, Terry Wall, Bruce Vasseur, who I'm sure you're pulling for in this race, Dale Loritz, Jacques Villeneuve, Larry Day, Keith Wojciechowski, Chuck Decker, Brian Sturgeon, and Jeff Ludwig are in the race. Quickly, who do you like besides your brother Bruce?
I like them all. They're all friends and former competitors, but I've got to go with my brother Bruce.
And you take a look at this. We mentioned it's the twin tracks. How different of a race is that from what we're going to see with the Champ 440 sleds in the final coming up with the single tracks?
Lap times, these guys are going to be a little quicker. They're going to go through the corners much faster. Much shorter race, though, so they're going to race a lot harder right from the start. We're going to see a great race here.
I'm told right now there's a timeout down on the ice because Dave Wall is having a problem with his sled. Something that happens, it's not too commonplace, but I mean, it does happen in racing. What's the situation when something like that happens?
Well, he's got 2 minutes to get his sled ready to run. They will wait for him for 2 minutes. If he's not on the line in 2 minutes' time, Dave's going to miss this race, and he's not going to want to do that.
As a former driver who's probably been through that situation, what's going through your mind when your sled won't start?
You're scrambling. I mean, you're looking for your crew. You're looking for any answer. And usually what happens is everything gets a little bit too hectic. You don't look for the obvious.
And now I've just been informed even more bad news. Dave Wall has now been scratched from the race. What is that going to do for his psyche heading into the final race of the day?
It's going to throw him off a little bit. And the last thing you want here at Eagle River is any little thing to upset your thinking. He does have a kind of an ace in the hole here that his nephew is out there racing. So his nephew is going to be able to come back, tell him what track conditions are and stuff. So he'll learn a lot from his nephew being out there.
So instead of a 10 sled race, this will now be a 9 sled race. And you see the sleds coming to the line right now. We're going to go back up to the tower where Chris Oatman and Jeff Litcher are the track announcers, and they have the call of the Formula One final.
We've had an additional scratch. Dave Wall will not be in this race, in this Formula One race. He is going to be in the World Championship final. We have 0-4, our host here at the World Championship Snowmobile Derby on a Formula One sled. He raced a little bit earlier this weekend, but this is his first real action. Chuck Decker of Eagle River on a Skidoo. 16, Keith Wojciechowski. Number 21 is Jeff Ludwig. Number 47, Terry Wall. 65, Bruce Vasseur. 67, Dale Loritz. Jacques Villeneuve, number 96 in the front row. Chris Van Dolder, 99. Keith Young, 28. Brian Busick, 39. And Darcy Ewing, number 6 in the back row. And they're off. The Formula One final, I believe this will be a 10-lap race.
And Bruce Vasseur out front there, Chris.
All right, Bruce Vasseur taking the lead down the backstretch. Jacques right there with him.
Gotta watch out for
Villeneuve going high now, and he lost his second spot. That's Terry Wall coming down. Chuck Decker right up there in the pack as Jacques goes past Chuck, and Chuck settles in 4th place. Bruce Vasseur had some real bad luck in the last night in the racing action as he crashed coming out of turn number 1 and wasn't able to get back in the action in the World Championship class, but he's looking good here on his Formula One. Former world champion Bruce Vasseur first. And moving into second place is fourth place is Jeff Ludwig, and Ludwig is now moving on Jacques Villeneuve down the backstretch. Jeff Ludwig out of Freedom, Wisconsin on his Skidoo probably has the biggest group of race fans here at the Derby track. And Jeff trying to chase down Jacques Villeneuve, a little snow dust out there. You see him pawing at their masks as they go over the start-finish line. And Jeff Ludwig goes around, and Jacques Villeneuve is out of the race in turn number 2. Jacques Villeneuve broke. Terry Wall challenging Vasseur now out of turn 3. Terry Wall and Bruce Vasseur as they come down the home stretch. Wall on the inside. Vasseur holding on to his lead on the outside, but Terry Wall will go after him again here in turns 1 and 2. Jeff Ludwig of Freedom now in the 3rd spot, and Dale Loritz out of Green Bay, I believe, has moved into the 4th spot. Chuck Decker now 5th, but Terry Wall is trying to chase down Bruce Vasseur. Ted Otto with the crossed flags. 5 laps in, 5 laps to go. Bruce looked over his left shoulder. Terry was over his right shoulder and goes past now on the left side, but gets high out of the turn. And down the backstretch, Terry Wall trying to turn on the horsepower. And we've got a sled down, or we've got a couple of sleds down. A big accident up in the hay bales in turn number 1. And the yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. No red flag yet. They keep on racing. Terry Wall, your leader, going through the traffic there. We got a sled hard into the hay bales.
That's Bruce Vasseur in second place yet, and trying to pick up sled number 3 there. Looks like our former third. That's still Jeff Ludwig in 3rd place there. Chuck Decker now in 4th.
That was Dale Lawrence that went into the pile there. 2-time world champion out of Green Bay. A little shaken up in the hay bales there, but they're out there looking at him. He's digging out. Terry Wall, still your leader here. Terry is going to be coming up here on some slower traffic. And moving out of his way, Chris Van Dolder, who appears to have lost power. Terry Wall, Bruce Vasseur, Jeff Ludwig out of Freedom, Chuck Decker out of Eagle River. Those are your top 4 sleds. Down the backstretch, Terry Wall pulling away now here in this Formula One final. Wall out of turn number 4 down the home stretch for the white flag. One more lap for Terry Wall, who had an interesting night last night trying to qualify for the World Championship, but he's running well here. Out of turn number 2, Terry Wall with a half a lap to go to claim the championship here in Formula One. In 2nd place, Bruce Vasseur. In 3rd place, Jeff Ludwig. 4th place, Chuck Decker. Out of turn number 4, the checkered flag waves for Terry Wall out of Greenbush, Minnesota. On his Skidoo, Bruce Vasseur out of Honey Harbor, Ontario takes 2nd. Jeff Ludwig out of Freedom takes 3rd, and our Derby host, Chuck Decker of Eagle River, takes 4th. 5th place sled coming out of the back row, number 39, Brian Busick.
Top 5 finish for Chuck Decker, who hasn't raced in quite some time. He got on a sled this weekend because, hey, this is his track, isn't it? Congratulations to our winner in Formula One, Terry Wall. He was able to hold it together tonight as he comes to accept his checkered flag from flagman Ted Otto. We'll see Terry Wall of Wall Brothers Racing take his victory lap. Way to go, Terry. We're going to see Terry come all the way around the track here as we make this quick announcements here. A Buick Regal with a Minnesota plate, 882 HCM. It's parked illegally. It must be moved immediately or it will be towed. Terry Wall, where did Terry go? There he is coming out of turn number 2. And Chris, when you said Jacques Villeneuve out in turn 2 had kind of an hauntingly eerie, familiar ring to it, didn't it?
Yeah, was it live or was it Memorex?
That's absolutely correct. No, Jacques having his problems here in Formula One. He'll still be looking for a world championship in Champ 440, looking for his 4th world championship. And let's hope that turn number 2 up there is for Jacques' sake doesn't prove to be bad luck for him once again this year. And here comes Terry coming up to flagman Ted Otto. We'll send it now down to the ice. Ted, let's talk to Terry.
All right, there you have it. The Formula One final in the books. Terry Wall comes up victorious. He's been running one of the fastest sleds here all weekend, and he runs the twin track to the checkered flag. Bruce Vasseur comes in 2nd, Jeff Ludwig 3rd, although still unofficial, but we expect them to be made official. You get a look at Dale Loritz as he watches his crumbled sled get put on a board, and it's going to be towed off here, and a tough break for Dale Loritz as he goes hard into the wall.
Very tough. It's not something that we normally see from Dale Loritz. He handles this racetrack very well. Could have broken something in the front end or whatever. We don't know yet what happened. We got a real good look at what a twin track machine is, not the way we wanted to see it sitting upside down on a racetrack.
Exactly. Good news is Dale walked off under his own power. He was kind of walking gingerly, but seemed to be okay, and would anticipate that he will be back and should be able to race in the championship race coming up 2 races from now. They are now going to go a little with a little track grooming here and get ready for the next race, and we're going to take a time out here. In the meantime, we will be back with much more. You are watching the World Championships of Snowmobiling from Eagle River, Wisconsin, also known as the hottest sleds on ice, and we'll be back with more after this local station break.
After Bruce Vasseur had leaded early on, was that kind of one of your strategies?
Well, yeah, just to get, so you don't got to run too far back, and, just keep plugging away. And, he made a little mistake, and as I ended up getting him in the corner. So, that worked out good.
Unfortunately, your uncle, Dave Wall, was unable to get his sled started and was scratched from the race. Yeah,
he had broken front suspension part that we did not see earlier, and it just kind of put him out. It was kind of a bum deal, but what do? You got to work with what you got, and it was just too dangerous to take it out on the track for himself and everybody else, so we just parked it.
Now, you qualified last night for the World Championship race later on this afternoon. Already one win under your belt here this afternoon. Does that give you a little confidence heading into that championship race?
Yeah, it's gives me a good confidence. I know how the track feels and I know what to expect. And but it's a long race and it's kind of anybody's race. We'll just go out there and run the best we can and hope to stay out of trouble. And we'll see how it goes at the end.
All right, congratulations, Terry, and hopefully your uncle will have better luck in the championship race, and we expect to see some good things from you guys.
Yeah, it'll go.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, we're going to take a time out here at Eagle River. They're doing some track grooming, but we'll be back with more from Eagle River as Hot Sleds on Ice continues after this.